It's very important. Like you said, we've shown flashes, so we know that we're capable of doing it. But to do it for 4 quarters is what we were going for, and it really helps when you don't turn the ball over. And so we just moved it. We stayed to ourselves, and we took care of the ball. And I think that's the turning. That was the key point in the game.
Is there a different mood, confidence level, or whatever when you have a game finally where you have that much success?
Well, definitely. I think any team in the country, if they have a game, they win by that much, they play that well. Like I said, take care of the ball. They definitely have a pep in their step. So the locker room was great after that win, and probably the best it's been all year. Bus ride back is shorter. Practice on Sunday is easier. Everybody's just in a better mood. So I think with that leading into this stretch we're about to go into was a key moment.
Malzahn was saying that he's hoping to get you and Cam healthy at the same
Hmm.
time. I feel like this could be the game. How excited are you that this may be the game that you two are healthy since a year, right?
Yeah, I'm very excited. Obviously, it's gonna be, honestly, it's probably gonna be a little weird again for both of us to be out there at the same time. But we're both definitely both excited to have each other. Like we've always said, it's a lot easier when you have two. So if that happens this game, that's gonna be great. If it doesn't, we got to keep pushing either way.
How much do you think you guys, when you're in there together, or not together, but in the same game, how much of a challenge do you think that presents to the defenses? Because you're different styles.
Well, I think any defense will tell you when you have two backs and they're both different. I think that puts you on constant edge because when a new guy comes in, you have to start thinking differently. You're like, oh, what about this play now? What about this play? When another guy comes in, what about this play? What about this style? And I think it proposes a great challenge for defenses, and it keeps them on their seat. And it makes them have to think about a lot more things differently, and I think it helps us on offense as well.
With you and Cam not being able to play at the same time, how important has it been for a guy like Cam Martin to have two really big games?
It's been very important, and I mean I've always said this. Cam has always been more than capable. He's a great running back. If he was another place, he'd probably be playing a lot more. But he's a patient guy, and Cam just loves to play football. So any chance he gets, he's gonna go out there and he's gonna give it his 100%. And I think people are seeing that. And so to have a third guy like that, and then have fourth guy like Malik, and then Devin Barrett comes in and give us some plays. I mean that's awesome just to have that kind of depth. So you're not struggling and you're not panicked.
What's it like watching you guys defensively when you're on the sideline, seeing how dominant they've been this year?
Honestly, it's just like because what we see every Saturday, we've seen all preseason. We see how those guys work out, the intensity that they work out with, the intensity they come to at drills during the summer and the fall. I mean, in the spring. So we've seen it far more than other people. So at this point, we're like, I'm just glad it's happening to somebody else. So to see them play like that, I mean, week in week out. It's now. Don't get me wrong. It is very impressive. But to the offense, it's just like we know this is what they're capable of doing to every team.
How big a game is this for you guys?
This is a huge game. Mississippi State, a team we did very well against last year. They got a lot of the same guys back. Obviously, they're a lot different. These guys, they came out, they beat LSU pretty good. This is the SEC, and their SEC opponent with a great defense, and I think one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So we've got to come out with the same mentality that we have against anybody else, and we've got to come out, we've got to play physical, and we've got to be ready. This is really our first big home game, so the fans are going to be excited to see us play. We've got to give them a good show.
Looks like Coach Lindsey's done several different things with those Wildcats as you
Mhm.
taking snaps. How excited are you when you get those opportunities to get the ball and direct snaps? And you scored all of them.
Yeah, I'm very excited because usually when we get in those formations, good things happen. But at the same time, that's a lot of pressure. You got to call out the plays. You got to make sure everybody's lined up, make sure you do everything pre-snap procedures right. So it's a lot of pressure. But I've been doing this since sophomore and freshman year in high school, so it's not that big of a deal to me anymore. But it's always, like you said, a new wrinkle here and there that keeps it exciting and keeps the defense on their feet as well.
What makes those formations, like you said, good things happen when you usually run them? What makes it so effective with you guys? What in the last couple of years it's been down the red zone?
Yeah, I think really the up front is. I mean, it sounds cliche, but up front when you got five already good linemen and you put in another one or another blocking tight end or another big body, and then if you run a power or something, you bring somebody else over. I mean, I think that makes all the difference. When you can overload that one side of the defense, they have to respect the whole field, either way. So they have to respect the whole field, and then you overload one side. That just creates gaps for me to run through.
What do you think Jarrett thinks when he's having to line up beside you, running back or even some
Knowing Jared's thinking, hey, maybe they'll give me a jet sweep or something. Knowing him, but he just takes it as, hey, it's just another play in the playbook.
Everybody good? All right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Thanks, Kerryon.
Yeah.